Wow, that's a great song. Welcome to another snack food quickie. Uh, Tasty Cake has been at it again. He has been doing more snack food videos, and much to my horror, I looked and he's done a couple of more, which is one-upping me here. He did a Chinese Coca-Cola strawberry water, and that's something I'd never seen or heard of in my life. If I have seen it, I probably walked right by it and didn't realize what it was. And then he also did a Dr. Pepper marshmallow by Peeps. So, in this friendly challenge that I'm the one that got myself into it, for some reason I decided that, hey, for every snack food tasting video that Tasty Cake does, I'll do one too. So, it's all in good fun. These are inspired by the Tasty Cake channel, which I started watching. I had seen him on The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, and I guess the YouTube algorithm suggested this channel, like, you might like this. And I remember watching this guy and realizing, okay, wait a second, I've seen him on another channel. And then he started talking about food. And I'm like, okay, is this a Doctor Who show or what? Well, as it turns out, it's not, but he's a Doctor Who fan, and so am I. And he was doing food tastings, and I guess he's done that for a really long time now. I think he's reaching nearly 200 videos or more of interesting snack foods, which I think is great. It gave me the idea. So these snack food quickies were inspired by Tasty Cake, and I thank him for that because it's just plain good fun. And right now, we're all enjoying a free all you can eat buffet of StreamYard Premium, where StreamYard is, I wouldn't call it a software program because it's not. StreamYard is an interface to where you can produce semi professional shows for YouTube. And it's insanely, ridiculously expensive because they don't have enough competition. And for now, it's upgraded, so why not use it as much as possible? Now, today, I'm going to review yet another cheese. This one right here. This is the actual package. It's St. Agur Intense, and this is blue cheese. Now, if you look at the previous video that I did, I reviewed what I called my favorite blue cheese in the entire world. And I had to really think about that. And I want to do a side by side, well, not side by side because I already ate the other cheese on the last video. But I wanted to do a quick comparison because that was a pretty bold statement to claim that that was the best blue cheese I'd ever tasted in my life. What that was is it was Bay Blue from Point Reyes, California. So it is a Californian blue cheese that I tasted in the previous video, yet it's from a different tectonic plate. That's right. Point Reyes, California is a different tectonic plate called the Pacific Plate, which extends all the way up to Alaska and all the way over to the edge of Japan. And the rest of California and North America are on the North American plate. So there's you a little geography to go along with your cheese tasting. So let me show you what I have here. This is actually, this is really, really crazy looking. This is a quarter pound. This runs $32 a pound. This is available nationwide, all across America. You can get it at almost any store. Look at that marbling right there. That's crazy. In fact, I think I'm going to eat this edge that has all of the marbling. So let me go ahead and cut that off. And let's give this a taste. Wow, this is actually quite a large piece. Let me break that off. Okay, here we go. I think I just love blue cheese. That is devastating on the palate. And there's a clear difference between this and the Point Reyes California Bay Blue that I tasted in the previous video. And I believe that it has to do with locality. That cheese is local to us, and it's produced in small batches. So with this one here being made in France, St. Agur, it had to be shipped here. And it's also produced on a much larger scale than the Point Reyes Bay Blue cheese from the last video. So I'm not saying it's not fresh, but it is really super good. And an interesting fact about it, when I was looking it up earlier, is that Tesco in the United Kingdom, on their website, Tesco says that this blue cheese is the most popular in England. This actual brand. And it also mentions that it is 60% milk fat, so it makes it a double cream cheese, and in this case, blue cheese. And this marbling here on this edge is just absolutely crazy. Unbelievable. The Japanese would love this, and I'm sure that they have it there. Very nice. Okay, and I'm going to wash this down with a Mountain Blackberry, clearly Canadian. The last video also covered clearly Canadian water. I went into a little bit of the history of that water. The first time that I ever saw it and tasted it back in the 90s, when it was being distributed by the Coca-Cola Company. And this company from Vancouver, Washington, Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, was saved by crowdfunding on the internet and by YouTube videos. There were a couple of YouTubers that were very instrumental into getting the crowdfunding done in order to save and revive this company. Yep, I got the tst. That's exactly what I remember. The ingredients are water, from Whistler. Okay, Whistler, British Columbia. I know where that is. I've been to Canada once. Our family went last year, and we went to Vancouver. And Whistler is north of Vancouver. And then it also, okay, it's carbonated. And it contains cane sugar, natural flavor, and citric acid. Now, I'm not sure if you can see on this video, but there are bubbles coming up in this. Yeah, there, you can see them right there. This has condensation on it because I've had it in the freezer. I like these super cold. And something about the way that they carbonate these, to me, gives me the feeling of a velvety texture on the palate. This runs about $2.50 in California, which is really expensive for 11 ounces of water, but it was also really expensive to ship water from Canada in glass. But they're lovely, absolutely lovely. Yep. For flavored water, I'll give this a 10/10. Clearly Canadian Mountain Blackberry. Such a nice agrarian name. You know, who wouldn't want to pick some blackberries up in the mountains? Just like the agrarian name of the previous clearly Canadian I tasted, country raspberry. Who wouldn't just love to be out in the country picking raspberries? So yeah, cutesy names. The bottles are not as large as what they used to be. They're only 11 ounces now. So there's just some shrinkflation. And I guess now that America has been overthrown, then unfortunately anything from Canada is going to get more expensive, including food that Americans actually need to feed their families. But who's concerned about anything like that anymore once the oligarchs have taken over? So with the cheese, I'm going to give that. I'm going to give it an 8 of 10. I'm going to try it again here. I gave the Point Reyes Bay Blue a 10 of 10 yesterday and claimed that it was the best blue cheese that I've ever tasted in my life, and I think I'm going to stick to that. That's lovely. For a mass-produced French blue cheese, St. Agur Intense, yeah, I'm going to give that an 8 of 10. $32 a pound, pretty expensive. Serving size is 1 ounce, and I would buy it again. But since we can get Point Reyes Bay Blue cheese for about the same price, and it's local, I would pick the local cheese over this one. And it's fortunate that we actually can get Point Reyes Bay Blue cheese. Check the previous video on that. If you're interested in blue cheese, search this channel for blue cheese. I think it's the only other video about it. And it was the previous video before this. And if you're interested in the history of clearly Canadian water, the bottled water, search this channel for clearly Canadian, and there should only be one other video, and it's the same one right there. So anyway, thanks for watching. I managed to keep this short. Yes, I got it under 15 minutes. See, I'm practicing. I managed to keep this short, and thank you to Tasty Cake for the inspiration. I believe his channel is going to be rebranding to Tasty Talk by Tasty Cake soon, or something like that. The link is right down here below. And then also check out the other link below that for Spill the Geek Tea. That's a really fun variety program that he started. And I'm on that program too, and I like it. It's a weekly geek out session that even has Doctor Who fans on it. Imagine that. Okay, folks, thanks for watching. Thanks for the fun. Hit the like, subscribe, and I will have even another snack food quickie pretty soon, I do believe. Everyone have a nice day. Peace out from San Francisco.